Get in there.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Sam, go ahead.
Okay, we're starting off with the overview of all hoses, wires, and clamps. They're all properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. All hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rods, frays, and they're not leaking. All wires are free of illegal tape, splices, or frays. That completes our overview. Now I'm going on over to my coolant reservoir and caps. They are all properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. Specifically, my reservoir is filled to the proper level, it's not leaking, and it's translucent in color. Also, the rubber seals inside of my caps have no abrasion, bulges, cuts, dry rods, frays, and they're not leaking. From there, I'm gonna zig all the way over here to my oil dipstick. My oil dipstick is yellow in color. It's also properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. I would describe how I would check it. I would pull it out, wipe it off, reinsert it, pull out again, and make sure it's filled to adequate level. And secure it once more. All right, from there, I would zag on into my air compressor and my power steering pump. They are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. They are both gear driven and they both have no leaks. All right, from there, I follow this hose that will lead me to my power steering reservoir and cap, which they are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. The reservoir is filled to the adequate level. It's not leaking, and it's also translucent in color. In addition, the rubber seal inside the cap has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rods, frays, and it's not leaking. Also, I'm gonna run that back real fast, I got off track. My power steering reservoir and cap are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. The reservoir itself is translucent in color, it's filled to the proper level, and it's not leaking. And the rubber seal inside the cap has no abrasion, bulges, cuts, dry rods, frays, and it's not leaking. All right, moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and go around this loop and then let it loop me all the way on up here to my steering column and U-joints, which are both properly mounted and secured, which are all properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. In addition, my steering column has no more than 2 inches or 10 degrees of play, and my U-joints are free of debris and are properly greased. All right, from there, I'm going on to my gearbox. My gearbox is also properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, and not missing any hardware. To add to that, it's not leaking. All right, and if you want to add to that, you can say it's gear driven. It is a gearbox. All right, extended from there, I also have my pitman arm. I have my drag link. I have my upper control arm, and I have my lower control arm. And then I have my tie rod. They are all properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. And they are all connected by castle nuts and cotter pins. Okay, which leads me to my spring mount, my leaf springs, my saddle, my U-bolts, which have lug nuts underneath. And I would add that they are all properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, and not missing any hardware. Specifically, my leaf springs are not shifted or scissored. They are metal, so I may add that it has no illegal holes or wells. Then I would make sure that the U-bolts that have the lug nuts up underneath them have no silver lining, rub marks, or rust trails that would indicate looseness or cross-threading. All right, from there, I will follow the pathway on to my shock absorber. My shock absorber is right here. It's also properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware, and it's free of any leaks. If I follow the pathway of that shock absorber all the way up, it will lead me directly to my frame. My frame is also properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware, and it's free of any illegal holes or wells. Now coming out of that frame, I have a brake hose right here. That brake hose is also properly mounted and secured, not cracked and broken, not missing any hardware. It's also free of any abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rods, frays, and it's not leaking. That brake hose leads me up to my brake chamber. With the C-clamp, they are properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, and not missing any hardware. Also, they're not leaking. All right, next to that, I have my slack adjuster and push rod. They both are connected by a clevis pin, and they are properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. I would check them by chalking my wheels, or releasing my brakes, and making sure they don't move more than an inch. So they shouldn't have more than an inch of play. From there, I would travel on inside to my brake drum and brake lining. The brake drum, brake lining. They are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. They both are free of DOG, which is debris, oil, or grease. They both are free of any illegal holes as well. In the brake lining is at least a 1/4 inch thick. All right. From there, I'm moving on up to my actual Virgin steer tire itself. That tire is also properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. It has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rot sprays, and not leaking. It's evenly worn all the way across that tire. The tread depth of the tire is at least 430 seconds. And it cannot be recapped or regrooved. In addition to that, I follow the pathway from the sidewall all the way to the rim just to express that the tire is properly seated to the rim. The rim is properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. The rim is free of any illegal holes or wells. In addition to that, I have my lug nuts. My lug nuts are properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. Also, they have no silver lining, rub marks, or rust trails that would indicate looseness or cross-threading. Okay, from there, I'll go on to my hub and hub seal. Hub and hub seal, they are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. Seeing that the hub seal is rubber, it has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rot sprays, and not leaking. In order to check it, I will remove the cap, or the seal, I should say, and make sure that my finger and make sure that it's filled to the adequate oil level. And I would reseal. From there, lastly, I go to my valve stem and cap that should be present. They are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked or broken, not missing any hardware. And I would check it by using a tire pressure gauge to make sure that it's filled to the manufacturer's specification.